G'day and welcome to another Pokemon Go video. So jumping straight into Go Battle League today. As you can see, rank 8 and 23-11. We're in the Master League, so let's jump straight in. Running Giratina, Dialga and Metagross. So Metagross is questionable. That third spot is still up for grabs in my team. I'm thinking of giving Melmetal a try, but we'll see. So let's see who we get. So J Po. Hopefully we get a decent lead. That is not a decent lead, so let's switch that straight out. So what I'm actually going to do is switch into the Metagross here. I was expecting them to get out of there, to be honest. So I'm not going to shield this. I don't expect it to be the Draco, and it is Thunder. So that's not ideal for me because they will be able to, yeah, they'll be, and they did shield, so that's not ideal either. Let's see if I can get to another, no, cannot do it. So carrying the Thunder, I think, is possibly good for me because I know it's not going to be a Draco now, so I don't have to worry about shielding. So I'm not going to shield this up. I really hope it's not a Draco and they're not running Thunder and Draco Meteor. Let's find out. No, so running Thunder, which is fine. So what I'm going to do is overcharge. Actually, yeah, I'm going to have to pull the trigger here. Let's see what they do. So I fully expect that they will not be shielding this one up. They'll let this go, and let's see. So this is not ideal. So I've got the, oh wow, so this is really bad. So this is game over here. They're not even going to throw a charge move here. And they're just going to charge me down. I'm really hoping they shield this one, because if they don't, I'm in super big trouble. Can I get a boost? Oh, I managed to get the boost, so maybe I've got a chance. So I'm obviously going to shield this one up, and then I'm going to go straight for it. So the question will be what comes out. So I'm really hoping they don't get a boost here. So if they, obviously they didn't get the boost, so that's good. This should take this out now, and let's see what comes in. I expect, wow, okay, so I'm in trouble here. Maybe not, actually. If I can get there, I can't get there. So that was actually closer than I was expecting. Putting in the sending in the Metagross just doesn't work there. So let's learn from that mistake and London game. So yeah, so I'll go back to what I usually do, and that's switch in my own Dialga against theirs. So I expect them to switch out here. Let's see what they do. So are they going to switch out here? So no switching for them. Interesting. I'm just watching that top corner. So I'm not going to shield this up. So no need to there. The Rock Slide is going to do a little bit of damage to me. Let's see what they do. So I expect them to get out of there. So they're not switching yet. So I'm just going to throw my Ominous Wind. So possibly should have gone with the Shadow Ball for that first one. So I did get there quite quickly. So let's see what happens here. So I'm expecting possibly a shield for this second one. I'm really hoping I don't get a shield, obviously, and they have shielded that. So absolute waste of energy there. Really would have been nice to. So I'm going to shield this up just to match here. So the Rock Slide's not going to do huge amounts of damage, but I don't want them to do too much chip damage here. So I won't shield this second one up. It's going to be obviously another Rock Slide. Yeah, so this is questionable. So I think what I'm going to do is go for the Shadow Ball. Probably should have gone for yeah, probably should have gone for the Ominous Wind here. So no shield, so that's fine. Managed to take that out. So now here comes the Dialga. So I'm going to try and, nope. So they've just charged up some energy there. And let's see what we go for. So I'm going to throw in my own Dialga here. So they're obviously ahead of me in energy, so I need to be aware of that. And let's see if they're going to go for straight up Draco Meteor. So I think they're too far away for the Draco. And I think it's just going to be the Iron Head, so I'm going to let this go. And it is the Iron Head, so that's fine. Let's see what they do here. So I'm going to charge my own up to the Draco and then throw and see what they do. So really hoping to, well, I don't know. Yeah, so there's the second shield, so that's fine. Question is, do I shield this up? So I'm going to shield this up because then I should be able to win switch here. And then I can throw into the next... should be able to throw the charge move straight into whatever comes out next. So not ideal for me here. I really would have liked to be able to throw the... So I'm going to try and get to a... Oof. So this is going to be interesting. It's probably going to be a Sand Tomb, so they're probably going to double Sand Tomb me here, I imagine. No, so straight up Outrage. So Outrage is not going to take me out here, and if I can get to my Meteor Mash, I'm in happy days. So this will be KOing at this range. Shields are down, so happy days. Managed to take that one there, so there's the win. Questionable there. I mean, I got the win, so yeah, happy days, and managed to get got a boost in the last game, which is nice, but not quite good enough to take the win. So Una Jatabata, whatever that was. So someone different. So again, here's the Dialga, so really not good for me. Let's see if I can switch, how quickly I can switch this out. So you want to get this out as quickly as possible. So they've got a boosted Dialga as well, so they're in a much nicer place. So out comes the Melmetal. So I'm just going to let this go. So the first one I think is going to be a Rock Slide, and then I think they're going to, and it is the Superpower. So that's bad. That's real bad. So let's jump into my own Iron Head here. And see if we can get a shield, which I can, thankfully. And then they should be off. So the question is, do I want a shield here? And I will. And then they're going to throw another super. Also Rock Slide for the second one. I'm hoping I didn't press it, which I did. Bugger. And then let's do some damage here. So. Oh, and I've shielded that too, so that's interesting. So they're going to be charging up here. I'm going to let this go now. And what am I going to come out with? So I'm going to come out with my own Giratina here. I expect that they're probably going to switch this out. They're not switching out, and I'm not going to shield because they're debuffed here, so absolutely fine for me. It's not going to do huge amounts of damage. I really do expect them to switch out. Why are they not switching out? And I'm going to throw this Ominous Wind now because I don't want to get them to get to another Rock Slide, and then this will take this out. So I'm really hoping for a boost here, obviously. Everyone always is. No boost, so let's kick into the Giratina here. So I will shield this up. And then I'll throw my own Shadow Ball here, and we'll see how we go. So it'll all come down to what's in the back. So I don't know why there was a bit of lag there. They got a couple of Dragon Breaths off in between. My moving, well, they're moving mine. So this should be enough to be able to fast move farm this down. So that was relatively comfortable. Let's see what comes out. So it is a Groudon, so that's really not ideal. So I'm going to need them to throw energy, and then after they throw energy, I can switch in with my Melmetal, and then we can go from there. So there's the so they can't farm me down from this range. So it looks like they're very much trying to, and got really close to that So Fire Punch, so they're going to be able to double Fire Punch me here, so this is not ideal, because that Fire Punch is going to do huge amounts of damage. I'm hoping they haven't got enough for an Earthquake, so over farming there was the right move for them, and there's the Earthquake, and it's going to KO me. And it's just unlucky that their last thing was super effective against mine. So what I think I'm going to do actually is switch this out into, let's go a Snorlax, because I just think, let's go Snorlax. I just think that the Melmetal's not doing too much really. Against the Togekiss, absolute beast, but I'm not seeming to be able to get it matched up. So Mewtwo on the lead, so that's good for me. So let's see, I'm expecting them to switch this out. So they're not switching out, which is interesting. So I'm just going to throw, and I think that was too fast to get to a Shadow Ball. I really hope it was. It is the Psy Strike, so, oh wow, that still does a powerful amount of damage. So I've charged up to get to the Psy Strike here, and then hopefully I can catch a shield, which I have. So we'll shield this one up myself, and then let's see what they do. So double shields here, so this Psy Strike's going to do a whole lot of damage. So I'm going to Ominous Wind again, because obviously I'm now within range to Ominous Wind it down. It'd be interesting to see whether they want to go 2 shields here, and they've not, so that works out for me. So managed to, so instead of letting this go down, I'm just going to switch this out, and then possibly what I can do, so they've got the Groudon here, so that's really interesting. So they're obviously going to be going for the Earthquake, I imagine, and looking for the one-shot. So yeah, this is going to be interesting. So let's find out what they do here. So I'm going to use Shield Up as well. So I'm really hoping for the Earthquake and not the Fire Punch. And it is the Earthquake, so that works out all right for me. So happy with that. Let's hope I can get to my... oh, I can't get there. Cannot get there. So... interesting to see if this is going to be the Earthquake or the Fire Punch. Is it going to be, it's the Fire Punch, so that's perfect. And let's just take this out before it fast move farms me down here. This is going to be an interesting one, because obviously they're going to come out with their Giratina here. I do not want them to farm me down too much. So what I'm going to do, and they're not going to want to charge me down early, just because if they drop their attack now, it really does not work out well for them. So I expect this to be, wow, it is a Draco Meteor. Okay, fine. So I'm just going to double Body Slam here, because I'm not going to get to the... I'm not going to get to the Earthquake, which is unfortunate, and that's not going to do much damage at all. And then they've KO'd me there. So I'm going to go for my own Dialga here. So this could be a bad move. Oh wow! So this is awful. They're going to, and can I? What? They got the charge move. I should have brought out my Giratina first. How did they beat me to the charge move? Absolutely ridiculous. Yeah. So that's really bad for me, really bad, obviously. It's a loss, and that's completely my fault. So I should have brought out the Giratina, and we live and we learn. So not looking good, making some big mistakes here, and losing matches, so not ideal. So let's see what we get. So hopefully a nice lead this time. Of course it's not a nice lead, so I'm going to bring out my own Dialga here to match theirs. I expect them to swap out, which they have, straight into the Groudon, which is fine. Everyone seems to be running that Groudon now, which is interesting. So they've shielded that first one up. So I'm actually going to match the shields here, just because, I mean, I'm going to double shield this. because I don't know if this is, yeah, so that's the Fire Punch, and so they're probably the next one's going to be the Earthquake, and they're going to double shield this. Oh wow, okay. So I'm not going to shield this up because I think this is going to be Fire Punch as well, to be honest. Oh wow. Oh wow. So that's possibly just lost me the game there. So I'm going to lick this. Do I commit to licking this down? So not going to shield this up. No point. The only way I've got a chance here is if I can bait out an Earthquake on the Giratina. So I'm actually going to throw because I don't want them doing too much damage. It's just taking an absolute age to get this thing to come out, and so this is really not ideal for me. So I expect possibly, oh, so it's the Kyogre to come out. So what I'm gonna have to do here is switch into the Giratina here, so not shield this up because hopefully it will be a Surf. So catch the Surf, which won't do too much damage. They're obviously going to swap straight out, which is fine, and then I'm going to Ominous Wind here. So what I probably should have done is Shadow Ball there. It'll be interesting to see. I don't know that they'll shield this up. Yeah, so they've not shielded that up, and that's fine. I'm going to shield this up, the Iron Head, and then I'm going to throw my own Ominous Wind. Let's see what they do. So I should possibly get a shield here, I would imagine. And then, because obviously with the no shield, so no boost for me either, which is unfortunate. And then they've managed to farm me down. So I'm going to go straight into the Body Slam because I do not want them to be able to Draco Meteor me. If they Draco Meteor me, it's all over. It's pretty much all over now. They've got a full health. So full health Kyogre versus my almost dead Snorlax. So not looking good for me at all. So not shielding up that second Earthquake. And I knew it was going to be an Earthquake, so I don't really know what I was doing, to be honest. There's no reason to shield it. Yeah, anyway, it is what it is. I've got to get used to the timings of how quick it is to charge moves. And those Groudons are really, really not going well for me. So I think one of 5, so that's absolutely abysmal. Absolutely abysmal. At least I won 1. So 23.11. So I reckon I'll go down to 22.70 maybe. 22.76. Yeah, so absolutely awful. So all I can say is that was absolutely abysmal. So thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Bye for now.